So this main design is from the Geisha set 4. Now that's the main topper there without a background, but that's the main image. And from that we've created lots of different things. You've got the background papers here in various sizes, etc. But I've got everything ready here now to make this card. Now the first thing I've done, I've chosen an 8-inch square card here. Now I've taken one of the background papers, and these are lovely papers. They're a two-tone paper, and I think the light side would be quite good as an insert, so you can write or do what you want to it. And I folded that over so it fits there perfectly in the card. And all I'm going to do now is just glue that in position. Take my top off. A little bit of glue either side. The way I do it, whichever way you want to do it is fine. And then this just fits into the card perfectly. Wind that up. And then that can fold over and it will stick. And then you've got the insert to your card. If you wish to, you could take another strip of perhaps some of the background paper like this, make a strip and cover that bit there as well, but I've not chosen to do that. I'm just going to leave it bare like so. Now I've taken from a different set. This is the screen sets, the assorted screens, and I've chosen this particular design, and it's got the fading going through, which is the same colour as that. Now I've also mounted that onto a piece of this light purple to match the colours here, to go on the top. So all I'm going to do is stick this down. Like so. And I've got the lighter section at the top, and then just position this so it's got the same amount of white going around the edge, so that frames it nicely. Next I've taken one of the large of the background papers, but in a medium large, and that, you can see it's a smaller design for that. Well, this is the section here, and I've just put the purple paper around the back as well, or lilac, whatever you want to call it, mauve, and that's going to stick over the top. So I just cut it out, left a white border around it, then stuck it to a piece of the same coloured card, and stick this down exactly where you want it to go. And it's quite good because you've got the geometric shape here to help you line that up and get it straight. So that's going to go on there. Next I've got this. I've taken some of the mauve card, cut a strip, and then stuck that onto a piece of blue card, and that's going to be like a banner going down the middle of this one. So if I just glue that up ready, and if it's a bit big or anything like that, you can always trim it. Pop that on, and that's going to go. So if I line it up at the top, I know that's perfectly right. That's going to go there. So you can see I overlap a little bit there at the bottom, and all I do now is just trim that off. There you go. There's the trim. Now next, what I've done, I've taken the medium topper with the background. That's the main design, but in the medium topper background. And all I've done is trim that off all the way around, leaving a white border, so you can see the white border there. And you can see that's going to stick onto the same kind of purpley card, and that's going to go on there. But at this stage, I've also got this, which I think is going to look quite nice. It's like kind of an offcut, and I'm going to stick that down the middle there, just to give the band there a little bit of zhuzh. Doesn't need it, but you know me. Put a little bit of colour on there, and then that can stick. And if you get the top right, then you can just trim off the bottom. Line that up. I've got a nice little bit. It's a nice gold design with a little bit of embossing in purple. So that goes off there. And then now what we're going to do is stick that over the top. And again, you could use foam pads to raise it up a little bit, but I'm actually going to use just the glue, keep it flat, because there's another thing you can do, but let me just get this in the right position first. I'm raising it up slightly so it's a wider band at the bottom. That fits on there nicely. Now that's a lovely card, I think so anyway, and you could leave it just as that, but in each of the sets you're going to get 3D as well. So what I've done is I've cut out the medium 3D set and I've stuck that all together to create this 3D image. It almost looks like origami. Well, these look like are made to look like origami. I've just put some repositionable glue on the back there, so I could take that off and use it on a different one. So that then, if you want to make it extra special, you can do the 3D over the top, which I've also painted there with a watercolor, or not watercolor, water-based varnish. So there's the finished card, and I think that looks lovely, except it's just fell off. Well, they're not meant to stick on permanent because I'm going to use them for another demonstration. At least we're honest with you. There's the finished card. I think it looks lovely.